Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another Robinhood portfolio update. Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's having a GGD, a great green day in the market. You know, I always wish the best for my viewers and subscribers. And guys, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 plus actually, so I'm super excited about that. But if you're new here for today's Friday. I'm super excited about it. But we are going to go over the overall portfolio value. We're going to go over the value by the metrics, our buying power, how that's going to increase by dividends this month, as well as the individual holdings, how they are performing, see if there are any deals or any stocks that are out of my buying range. I'll go through it all today. As well as the stocks the stocks that are a deal right now, which it's looking like Costco and Berkshire might be, but damn, Costco took a huge drop today. So let's take a look at the overall portfolio right now. So sitting at $55,900, up $700 plus today with a 1.4% return. Of course, the overall return is going to fluctuate simply because the market is open still. So just be prepared. It's gonna jiggle a little bit, but that's fine. For the week, we're up $1,380 with a 2.5% return. 1 month mark, we are $4,100, a near 8% return. So guys, in a month, my portfolio has matched what the market does on average for the year. It's 8 to 10%. I think it's like 8 to 12%, give or take. So as of right now, we're pretty much matching the market average for the month. It's not going to stay that way, but that's still a really cool statistic. 3 month mark, we are up $4,900 with a 9.6% return. So still over the past 3 months, we're about matching the market average, give or take a little bit. Year to date, we are up almost $6,600, a 13.36% return. So doing great there. And keep in mind, guys, it's only March, so this is like what, a little over 3 months. So I'm surprised it's that much more than the 3 month track. But for that 1 year mark, we are up $13,100 with a 30.6% return. And then all time since April of 2018, we are up $29,937 or $42.98, a 115% return all time. So dividend growth strategy is working really well. If you don't know what that is, all that means is I use the stocks that pay me in January to buy a stock in February. The stocks in February pay me and then I buy stocks in March, and it's just rinse and repeat. So it's just the same cycle over and over. Every single month, my income goes up by something. So it depends. So like with Altria, it'll go up more than if I buy a share of Google, right? So the point is, every single month, my income goes up regardless of what the stock price does. So as of right now, we have a buying power of $99.74. That will go up. We do have a dividend from Realty Income, from Google, and from Visa that we just got paid. So we did get paid from Visa this week, but it is still included because, of course, it's paid us this month. So as of right now, we're sitting at $99.74. That will be at $100 before the end of the month. Jumping into the individual holdings, starting with Realty Income. Sitting at $58.60, up $1.27 today, a 2% gain. We have 5 shares, around $300 of market value. Average cost is $51.75. 0.5% of the portfolio is in Realty Income. Today we are up $6.35. Total, we're up $34 with a 13.26% return. Dividend coming in on the 14th, so probably about a week away of $1.34, which will push us over that $100 mark. So guys, this is the one stock that I sold out of. I was making about $45, $46 a month from this every single month. So my dividend income did take a hit, but I am now debt free. I have no credit card debt. I have no car loan payment, nothing like that. So now I am able to put a little extra money on top of the dividends back in the portfolio. So with that money, for this year, I plan on mainly building up Apple and Google and Visa if it's available at a discount, and Realty Income. So those are my main goals. My big thing is I want to buy Apple, but this is also in kind of the round robin for the stocks that I want to purchase. So overall, guys, doing great here. Honestly, the stock hadn't moved in quite a while. Like I had owned it for a long time, and I was actually down on it, but now it's in the green, so I'm happy about that. And it is a dividend aristocrat. And the thing that I love about this stock, and the reason why I do want it to be one of the bigger positions in the portfolio, probably in the I don't want it to be like an Apple, but I do want it to be pretty large overall, because this is going to be essentially my Social Security check every month, right? This isn't, and it might not stay consistent, right? And I understand that, but this is the steady Eddie income stock, right? This is the one that I believe in the long term. It's not here for growth. It's not here to blow up and 10x my money. This company is strictly here for consistency of income, and that's really what I'm putting money in this for, is to just continuously grow that monthly check from Realty Income, because this this company pays every single month, and it's grown the dividend for 25 years. And I like the payout ratio. I love the businesses that they own, and they've been actually acquiring more properties over the past handful of years. So the overall profitability of the company, if they use debt correctly, should go up, as well as my income through the monthly dividend. So I love the business model, and this is definitely going to be one of the bigger positions, because I have a goal, an idea for the position to just be a steady Eddie income. So if, let's say, eventually Realty Income pays me like $2,000 a month, I can live off of that, and then everything else is just gravy. So everything else is extra and growth. So that's the long-term goal for this position. Next up, we got Altria at 58.20. Dang, up $1, nearly $1.20 today. 320 shares, 18 grand worth of market value. Average cost is $47.27. 33% of the portfolio is in Altria. Today, we are up $377. Total, we're up nearly $3,500 with a massive, for this company, 23% return. Guys, this is one of the absolutely most beat down, hated stocks in the entire stock market. So the fact that it's up at all is insane. If you look at the chart, for the past 5 years, look at it. It went all the way up in 2022. It's been up and down. Obviously, it's tobacco. It's not going to be great. But from 2022 to mid 2024, this stock did not move. It went from 40, 45 in the mid 2022, and then it hasn't moved for 2.5 years almost. So the fact that it's going up is because I believe it's the Jewel investment being finally written off the books. The profitability of the company is being realized. The management's doing a great job. The payout ratio is great. The branding is insanely powerful, and I think people underestimate how strong of a brand Marlboro is in the cigarette space. And that's the big reason why I own the company. I smoked for a while, so I wanted to own a piece of the company, or of a company. I like Lucky Strike, so I was not a Marlboro guy. But I understand the branding and the loyalty people have to that brand for decades. It's honestly, Marlboro is the Coca-Cola of cigarettes. So as much as I dislike the company and the product that they make, I consumed it, so I want to get some money out of it. So as of right now, the goal for this position is to strictly pay me the dividend, keep the dividend sustainable. I don't even care if it grows very much at this point, because it's paying me about $300 a quarter. And with that money, as long as Apple stays below $350 at this point, I will be able to buy a share forever. And that's my goal, is to, like I said, is to use this month to buy next month. So Altria's main goal and main purpose in this portfolio for me is to use their dividend, their free cash flow, then is that they have as a business, comes to me through a dividend payment. And then I use that dividend payment, reallocate it towards Apple stock. That's it. That's the goal. And the more that it grows, and the more the profitability the company has, and the bigger the dividend gets, and or the more shares that I purchase, the more Apple, essentially, I will acquire for free through dividends, or through that dividend payment. So Altria has its purpose. It does it very well. And the only way that I would change out of this company is if something drastically changed. I know smoking rates are going down, but I believe in the profitability of Marlboro and the brand, so I don't want to switch out of this company. Next up, we've got the Coca-Cola. It's one of my personal favorites. I literally have Coca-Cola merch throughout my house. I love this. Love this company. So sitting at 71, almost $72 per share, 15 shares, $1,072 of market value. Average cost is $60.54. Around 2% of the portfolio is on Coca-Cola. Today we are up $15. Total, we're up 163 with an 18% return. Guys, this, again, just like with Marlboro, I don't know why it's happening with Coca-Cola. I understand why Marlboro is doing it, because they had a bad set of years and pretty much a crappy investment that they got to write off, and now the business is healthier because of that. I have no clue why. Coca-Cola is up. I will not buy it at these prices. I want to buy it around $10 cheaper, $11 cheaper. So this is one of those that I do want to be a core position in the portfolio, but I don't want to buy it at this price. As Warren and Charlie say, nothing is Everything has a price. Like, nothing is infinite when it comes to the price you should pay, right? So there is honestly, even for Coca-Cola, there's a price that it will hit eventually that people won't buy Coca-Cola and they'll have to drop down the price, right? But it's such a strong brand that most of the time people don't react to price increases as bad. Like, in the overall market, Coca-Cola can get a bigger price increase than RC Cola because of that brand, right? A Disney movie can sell for a little bit more on the shelves versus a DreamWorks movie because of the brand, right? So, and that is such a powerful, regardless of how much it grows year over year, how much the dividend grows, profitability, anything like that, one of the strongest anchors that companies have is just building up loyalty to a brand. And I think that's something that sometimes goes into valuation of a company, but I think it is vastly overlooked because most people, if you put RC Cola, I would say almost all people, if you put RC Cola, Sam's Cola, and Coca-Cola next to each other, you could put Pepsi in that as well, and most people will pick either Pepsi or Coke. They're not going for Sam's Cola. They're not going for RC Cola. So that brand power, I think, is very, very strong. But overall, guys, I would not purchase it at this price. I'd want it a little bit cheaper, so I'm willing to wait on it. But I do want this to be one of the bigger positions in the overall portfolio. Next up, we got Apple. This is one of my personal favorites. Up big today. Dang. Almost at $2.40 a share. So we have 10 shares right now, about $2,400 of market value. Average cost is around $2.20 per share, so I'm doing pretty well. 4.3% of the portfolio is in Apple. Today we're up around 46 bucks, about 2%. Total, we're up $200 with a 9.6% return, so nearly 10% return on Apple. So guys, this is one of those that I think Buffett made a mistake on. He bought it before I did, so I guess I don't have room to talk, but I should have bought it a long, long time ago. This should have been the first stock I ever owned, honestly. I love Apple, but I'm stupid and I didn't buy it until like last year, or almost 2 years ago, I think now. So this is going to be the biggest position in the portfolio. Between this and Visa, I don't mind I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't mind if it switched back and forth. But as for how much capital I want to pour into this position, I by far want it to be the biggest position. If this ended up being a $100,000, $200,000 position, I'm happy with it. But I also understand that there are other great businesses out there, and just because I want Apple to be the biggest position does not mean that it's always going to be a buy. So having that goal doesn't mean that I'm just going to blindly buy Apple. I mean, I want to buy around, I'd probably say $250 is the max that I would probably pay for the stock. I know I'm upping my average cost, but I do love the profitability of Apple. I think people underestimate how much cash they actually have on the sidelines that they could reposition into making new products, buying another company, buying a startup, etc. So I think that the cash position and the brand is going to carry Apple very well into the future. So that's definitely going to be the biggest position in the portfolio. And I've been keeping up with the goal of like long term. If subscribers are new here, I want to buy a share of Apple every single month. I started with 8 shares. I owe myself a share this month. So I do plan on buying a share with my next paycheck on Friday, this coming Friday. I will be adding a share of Apple. And the dividends will help me do that as well. So I'm happy about that. So Apple is a company I would happily buy at these prices, and I plan on adding. Next up, we've got AbbVie, which is up big today. Dang, that's awesome. Up to $214.55. Up $3.80 per share. I have 95 shares, $20,000 of market value. Average cost is right around $95.20. Almost 40% of the portfolio is in AbbVie. Today we're up $371, only like 2%. Total, we're up $11,340.30, a 125% return. Guys, this is going to be, personally looking at it now, I think this could be the stock that makes me a millionaire, simply because I don't plan on selling it, and I don't think the growth is going to stop. If it does, if something changes drastically with this company, I'll sell out and find out an alternative investment. But the problem that I have with this great business, and I think this is how Buffett feels about like American Express and Coca-Cola. Like, this is the type of returns that he's had to sit on for decades. So I feel like this would be such a big loss. Like, even if it drops down to like 95, I believe in the company, so I'd buy more. Like, I've wanted to buy more AbbVie for a long time. Like, I bought it during an acquisition where it was at, like, originally my price was like 82 and I bought it back at like 95 and I bought a couple shares around 100, but I'm not buying it here. So this is one of those that, like, I would buy more if it was at the right price, but I'm not mad about the gains, right? So the goal for AbbVie now, since it's up so high, and I'm not adding at these prices, is to just fund Google or Visa. So Google it can almost do on its own because it pays me about 150. Google's around like 170, 180. So as long as it stays below 200, I could put 50 bucks in, pay with a dividend mixed with my free cash, and easily get one of those shares. Visa's a different story because it's such a big price tag. I think the company's worth the price tag, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't own it. But that's going to take a while be a while for Visa if I was adding consistently, but it'll be nearly impossible to get an Apple dividend to pay for Visa. So that is one of those stocks. This set of months is the most difficult for me because the companies that I feel are high quality in this set of months that I would be willing to put money into because I understand them well enough are Apple, AbbVie, and Costco, and there's no way either an Apple or a Costco dividend is going to pay for a full Apple share. It will take a long time, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm not naive enough to think that that's going to be an easy thing to do. But consistency is key. Long term, the dividend will keep growing for AbbVie. I'll keep adding cash, and eventually, I think, maybe when I'm 50, I'm almost 30 now, so I give it 20 years. We'll see if Apple pays for Google or Visa. But with that being said, guys, this is by far my best investment ever. I love this company. I'm just going to keep letting it ride. If the stock price drops, if it goes to 100, I'm buying more, right? So I'm happy with the position. How could you not be anything but happy with the position? But I'm excited to see it grow in the future because I've held it for like 6 years. I don't mind holding it for 26 as long as the economics of the business don't change. So next up, we got Visa at $3.45 per share. We got 35 shares. I used the Walgreens gains and put it into Visa as well. So 35 shares, $12,000 of market value. Average cost is around $348 per share. 21.5% of the portfolios in Visa. Today we are up $35. Total we are down $87. So this and Google are the stocks that I want to be purchasing. Like Apple is my goal for the year, but this is like a prime opportunity for me personally within the portfolio to add more shares. Now I have the cash. I have it on the sides, but I want to wait till I'm paid. So with this next paycheck and the dividends that I get, I could either buy a share of Apple and Visa, or I could try to squeeze it out and do 2 shares of Visa. We'll see. That's almost $700, so that's a lot of money. But I'm excited for the opportunity as well. So I don't want to miss it, but also understand that as an investor, this will happen again. Visa will drop again. Coke will drop again. Apple will drop again. Markets are volatile. I think you get a crash like you think it's 2 to 4 years. So even if I don't take advantage of this specific opportunity in Visa being down $80, $100, whatever, it won't be that big of a deal. So, and it's $2 a share. So it's not like, I'm cost down averaging a bunch. This is a small opportunity. It's just one that I would rather take advantage of than not. Then, of course, we've got Google McDougal sitting GOOG, ticker symbol. $176. My average cost is $193. So as of now, if I were to rank which one I should put money into in the portfolio, it's Google. So if it stays at this price by next Friday, which I hope it does, I will probably end up buying the 2 shares of Google versus the share of Visa, even though I do like Visa a little bit more, and the dividend would be a little bit more. I would rather do the cost down average for $20 than $2. So this is a better overall opportunity on Google, I think, than the opportunity in Visa. So as of right now, I'd put more money into Google. But we have 6 shares, almost $1,100 of market value. Average cost is right around $193. 2% of the portfolios on Google. By Friday, hopefully that goes up a bit. $10.20 gain today. Total, we're down $104 with a 9% loss. So anytime I see a loss in the portfolio, guys, I'm going to be laser focused on that stock, right? I might as well have like laser beams for eyes. My eyes are crossed enough anyways, the way it is. Might as well have robot eyes. But I will be laser focused on this stock. And as of today, this is definitely going to be the one that I buy when the paycheck hits my account. Then, of course, guys, we have Costco, which is big. It's down big today. So I don't know why it is, but I would definitely be... Oh, wait. It missed, but it's performing above its peers. Anyway, that's fine. This is definitely a prime candidate to be purchasing. Costco is down huge right now, so I would definitely be buying it if I had an extra $1,000 sitting around. So definitely a buy on Costco. Then, of course, Berkshire's below that 500 mark, so I'd be buying one of the best insurance companies, the best candy in the fucking world. I love See's Candy. And, of course, Dairy Queen and Borsheims as well. So those are the big businesses that I really do love, as well as Geico and the insurance float. Buffett uses float like I use dividends, so we have a relatively similar strategy. It's just I don't have billions of dollars. I do it with a $1,200 paycheck instead of a $1.7 billion paycheck. So overall, I'd definitely be buying Berkshire at these prices. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button on my channel, That Dividend Guy. Guys, I've been doing my best. It's been a little rough with work this week, I'm not going to lie to you. But I've put out a video every single day. And I have been trying to do shorts. I've been kind of holding back on those because I don't want to burn myself out. But I'm excited to be doing the portfolio videos again. Thank you to all the new subscribers, guys. We hit 1.1K. That's insane to me. I'm just some 29-year-old dude from like freaking Iowa that, decided to share his goals and his vision and his journey on YouTube, and I have 1,000 people checking it out now. That's insane. I hope I hope along the way I've inspired a couple people to try to invest for themselves. And guys, if you have, let me know down in the comments below, what's your best performing stock ever? Of course, for me, it's AbbVie, but let me know down in the comments below what stock has been the best performer in your portfolio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, hit the subscribe button on my channel and hit the like button so YouTube knows that you don't like me. And I will see you guys on Monday with another Robinhood portfolio update. Take care, guys.